Apparently, the recent Pokemon Unite dev update looks really promising. Unfortunately, everything else is still a mess. On the website, the last update was back in July. You have to go to Twitter to find the recent news, but I just find it strange that the Pokemon Unite account isn't verified, and that brings us to the Pokemon community forums, where we finally find the message from the producer, which has some good stuff in it. Now, if you still play Pokemon Unite, please fill me in on the current state of the game, because I haven't played it in a long time since everything is a mess. Every time I'm inspired to play Pokemon Unite, I just get bot games until I hate the game, and then when I get real players, they suck, and also the devs consistently drop the ball, and even this seems like the classic Pokemon Unite, too little, too late. So if you enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like, share with your friends, comment your thoughts down below. Let's get into it. So, with 2023 coming to a close and 2024 just a few short weeks away, we have some upcoming updates to Pokemon Unite that we're excited to share with you. Over the next few months, we'll be making several changes centered around overall game balance and play experience. I heard that before when I was an avid player. Didn't really go anywhere. In order to maintain balance in Unite battles, we will continue to adjust the balance of Pokemon, as well as introduce various measures in the ranked match system. These measures will include some temporary experimental changes, and we will be observing player reactions as well as the overall impact to the game in an ongoing effort to improve. But here's the big one, the EX license. EX licenses are a new classification for some existing and upcoming Pokemon. It won't change the power level of the Pokemon, but will allow us to enact special regulations in ranked matches where one or more Master Rank players are participating. I thought that was another weird thing for Pokemon Unite, where Master Rank has like different rules, kind of. Beginning on December 5th, we'll be adding the EX license classification for Zacian, Mewtwo X, and Mewtwo Y. In Ranked Season 17, starting January 16th, the use of EX licenses will be prohibited. Regulations will change for each series and will be announced at the start of the series. You'll be able to play, as usual, in Unite battles other than ranked matches. So this is huge, because Zacian and Mewtwo ruined all competitive integrity for Pokemon Unite since their release and have been impossible to balance to have a serious competitive game, so they're just removing them from ranked, kind of, sometimes, because regulation changes. So it kind of sounds like weirdness with GS Cup and VGC, where sometimes the restricted legendary Pokemon are usable, kinda. And I wonder if that means there's going to be like one allowed on a team. So if your carry sucks with the legendary Pokemon because they haven't been able to play them for a few regulations, then you also just auto lose to their better EX license. That's going to be great for balance. And like I said, these Pokemon have been a problem for so long, despite receiving tons of nerfs and still being way too oppressive, to where it's too little, too late it feels. The Pokemon Unite devs just let things suck for half a year, burn off a huge amount of whatever little players are remaining, and then decide to make the fix that would have been great to see almost immediately, or even months into how bad things were, and then like, yeah, okay, cool, so now there's nothing left to salvage, and you finally make the right choice so long later. And there's probably going to be something wrong with this, much like how they finally separated 5-stack from solo duo queue, but then they didn't change the ladder. You need to have separate rankings for 5-stack and solo duo queue, so it actually feels like your games matter. And that also goes back to the whole botting thing, because Epic Games is owned by Tencent. Pokemon Unite is owned by Tencent. And despite Fortnite crushing it with 100 million players for the month of November because of the OG season, which set a record for Fortnite, which has been dominating as a game for I don't even know how many years now, there were bot lobbies. My biggest takeaway after talking to the many returning Fortnite OG players, that many of them hated how many bot lobbies they had or how many bots were in the lobbies. With 5.5 million concurrent players, it doesn't make sense that so many AI are in lobbies. Anyone else agree? Why is Tencent like this? Why do the Pokemon Unite devs have to make every single mistake that Riot Games has made, also owned by Tencent, to just completely ruin Pokemon Unite instead of have it be a standout MOBA that everyone wants to play because it's a genuinely fun MOBA? Now, I quit Pokemon Unite before Zacian even released, so I didn't get to experience the hell that was Zacian and Mega Mewtwo in Pokemon Unite, so I know a lot of players are probably like super excited for this change, but it also doesn't make me feel like, yeah, now's the time. Pokemon Unite, all the problems are fixed, player count's going to explode, everyone's going to want to play the game. This is what it should have always been. Took a couple of years, but now it's worth playing. And then I just think about all the bot games I get, and then people say, oh, just queue with other ranked players and you won't get bot games. That's a lie. I will get more bot games than human games if I duo with a master rank player. And it doesn't help that your bots always lose and will actively grief you, and the opponent's bots are just better. So when I play games, I want my experience to matter. Several hours of bot games and being trolled and not having like any point to skill expression or any kind of development in the game doesn't make me want to go through that experience so I can unlock the even worse experience of playing with real players who are going to grief me and suck because they get all of their advice from mediocre YouTubers that don't understand how the game works, because no one in gaming can think for themselves and build their own strategies. They just have to effectively net deck trash strategies that are overrated and flavor of the month. So millennials and zoomers have ruined gaming, competition and creativity is dead, and Pokemon Unite never got as popular as it should have been because of the lie that it's pay to win, and a lot of other problems with how toxic the Pokemon community is. Awesome. And also, draft pick in ranked matches. Why did all of these things take so long? And again, why are they still like probably going to be scuffed in a really weird way that just doesn't make it worth it anyways? So in ranked season 18 on February 27th, month and a half seasons. Is that a lot shorter? I think they did like that half season right before I quit or something because there was a major update to Pokemon Unite, because seasons used to be like 3 months. Or at least over 2 months of just like nonsense just to get like bullied out by 5 stacks, and if you were actually good as a solo player, it didn't matter because you just got outranked and you couldn't express anything no matter how well you played. And then you're just stuck in a way too long season hoping that they're going to split the queues and then split the rankings, and then they don't, and that just makes you want to quit even more. And if you have the audacity to take a break for more than 1 or 2 weeks, you're just going to get a full day of bot games? Yeah, great. But yeah, apparently the ranked seasons, yeah, season 18, I think they definitely sped that up, probably to help keep player retention so they don't burn out in the middle of the season. Draft pick battles will be introduced. Draft pick battles will allow both teams to vote on a Pokemon to ban from play. After both teams select a Pokemon to ban, then you have draft pick. Draft pick battles will be the same used in tournaments leading up to Pokemon Worlds. They also have like the tournament feature inside the game, so I'm wondering if that makes the accessibility for competitive a bit more desirable. But yeah, we are considering ways to change the format to better suit ranked matches without adhering to the same rules. But then, like, again, what's the point of playing ranked if it doesn't translate to like the tournament system, which is why you'd be playing ranked to try to get recognition for some kind of tournament placement? I don't know. Also, while we are targeting master rank players, we're still considering the affected ranks and format of this temporary addition. And again, like, the master rank split is really weird because it's also like 90% bots below master rank, or at least like Great Ball and Veteran tier players are just complete trash. And then if you get one master rank player, you're throwing them into the master rank system, which is different. Yeah, I don't get it. Then we have additional held items and battle items. So immediately launching Charging Charm and Resonant Guard probably spices up gameplay. It's cool when they introduce items and new Pokemon and stuff. But again, I haven't been around for the releases, so I don't know if it's the same pattern of, oh, Pokemon releases way too overbearingly strong, needs like 3 patches to get nerfed into never being played again, and then the devs get scared of releasing too strong of champion, and then they release a completely worthless Pokemon that is too weak from the start, and then the cycle just continues forever, and that's the only thing I've missed in Pokemon Unite, with legendary Pokemon added in. So to me, it really seems like Pokemon Unite still a dead game that's stuck in the same cycle that has plagued it since launch and the entire time I played, which is too little too late, promising feature or change as announced, lands kind of awkwardly because the devs screwed it up or didn't like give what needed to happen to the game. It doesn't even change your overall experience anyways, and if you don't have a 5-stack team to play with all day, every day, there's really no point playing because the rest of the player base is complete trash. Yay, Pokemon Unite. I'm so sad. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Hope you all have a nice day. Thank you very much for watching.